What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the show. My name is Pat Moriarty, and I'm here to provide you with educational, relatable, and entertaining surf content. So if you get anything out of this video, please remember to like, subscribe, and leave a comment. It goes a long way in helping me out and helping out the channel. So today's video, I got a comment a few days ago about Yago Dora, a surfer who I had actually never heard about. And so I went out, checked out some of his clips, and was pretty excited to see his surfing style and his surfing ability. So we're going to be comparing Yago Dora's surfing ability to my surfing ability. And the main thing we're going to be looking at is generating speed to do an air. He's able to do some incredible airs here. So let's take a look at the film. This is Yago Dora. What I want you guys to pay attention to is his lower body, how he's able to get that involved. And we'll run through it full speed and then slow clip down. His lower body is just so smooth and it's so compressed, and it's really beautiful to watch. Such an aggressive surfer, someone who can generate so much speed, do so many airs in such a small amount of time. It's really, really cool to see. And yeah, check out that back leg there and in all these videos. Just his ability to keep that back leg and that knee pointing forward is something we're going to pay attention to today. So I slowed down this air for you guys. So as you see here, he rides up the wall of the wave and is just like a skateboarder going up that ramp, drops in, gets some speed, and then it's time to hit the lip of the wave and do that air. So he takes off essentially where that wave is breaking. So that's at the steepest part of the wave. And that way he's able to just shoot up the wave and sort of like a skateboard ramp that just ends on top. And he's launched out up into the air, spin 360. And look at his legs here. Look at how his legs are. His back leg is bent, pressing on the board. You can tell there's a lot of tension in this leg pressing down on the board. And that's what keeps that board sucked to his feet. In my very few times being able to get up and get some, like, jump out of the water, sort of just like at the end of my waves or whatever, I'm able to take off, get some air, but then obviously the board doesn't stick to my feet. So what you need to have the board stick to your feet is use that momentum you get from the wave. And then, as you can see, Yago Dora here, he's continually pushing on the board with his feet. And that's what keeps it sort of glued to his feet in the air. And then he's able to land it like so. Really impressive surfing. And then continues with another sweet turn. One thing I noticed in his surfing too is look at this position here. His back leg is bent forward and his knee is bent forward and his shoulders are square to where he wants to go. So one thing that's very common in beginner surfing is the knees sort of point out and we get that poopy stance. And look at this stance is so good because everything's forward and everything's square. So the flexibility and balance to be able to do this is super impressive. And as you'll see in a second, we'll go to my surf ability. And I have a pretty tough poop stance to look at. So we'll take a look at it in a second. Another sick air. Okay, so honestly, this was a pretty quick wave, and it would have been a good wave to do an air on. Super steep wall. It had like all the makings of a wave you would want to do an air on. But what you'll notice is when I pop up, this back leg here is really the main culprit. The back leg and the shoulders and the hips. That's all facing to the side, right? So I'm facing the wall of the wave. I want to be facing my shoulders and hips square down in front of my nose here. So everything's going forward, not to the side like this. I'm going to go right back to Yago Dora's for a sec. This frame here where he's heading down the wave, you can see before he cues everything up, he comes right back and he's square. Shoulders, hips, knee, look at that. Everything's square. So compare this position right here. I'll do another screenshot of it here. Shoulders, hips, both knees going forward. And then we take a look at mine and everything is sideways. And I'm sort of just, full poopy stance through the entire thing. So this is something that I think a lot of beginner surfers pick up from longboarding. So when you're making that transition from an 8-footer board to a mid-length and then down to a short board, which I'm riding now, there's yeah, you can these like poor habits still remain. So we'll play it one more time through. So this really shows the importance right here. When I go to try and create speed, see my butt should be to the back of the board, not to the side. And hips, everything should be square towards the nose, shoulders square towards the nose, head looking where I want to go. And then both knees should be forward. This back leg here is really the main culprit. If I could get that back leg more towards this knee and right here, that would fix a lot of my problems. And as you can see, just not as smooth, not as much speed, not as much ability to do something on the wave. So that's today's lesson in Pat versus Pros. I'm sure a lot of you guys are relating to that out there. I think the dreaded poopy stance is something that sticks with a lot of beginner surfers. So hopefully that video of Yago Dora helped you out.